think first time doing multiple cameras, so let's see if I can get this working right. I'm now live. So I got Instagram over here and I got YouTube over here. So let's see how we do. Hi, everybody. I am going to lower that shade behind me because that is a massive light. There we go. That's a little bit better. I see Jen has found her way on both forums. Okay. And I think she even gave me a comment. Live chat, did she? I do have knives, Jen. I have plenty of knives. Okay, so today we are going to be looking into this obsession with opening my mail. That's really what we've got here. And right now I only had one unopened box for the unboxing here, but I did find and I remembered that I have two games that I have not opened yet. So these are two of the expansions for Vampire Rivals, trying to get them in both here. If you haven't played Vampire Rivals yet, it's a really neat card game. Let's see, I'm your favorite stalker? Yeah. Oh boy, Jen, you are my favorite stalker. Vampire Rivals is this really neat game from the World of Darkness. Right now, Renegade is the one who's got that IP. And, you know, it's like your standard LCG head-to-head game, but there's, like, multiple paths to victory. And I think that, I'm going to try to, is there any way I can keep the chat up at all times? No? All messages are visible, so I'll have to click that every now and then. Different houses, there is some deck building you can do, but as far as I know, they've released a lot of content with just like starter decks in here that are pretty good. So we're going to start with the Wolf and the Rat. This is an older expansion, but we are opening it now because this came out while we were in the process of moving. I didn't want to buy any games, any expansions for games that were packed away, and Vampire Rivals was packed away. So let's take a look at what we got here. This is the knife I'm using. Jen told me to make it dramatic. So, we got a big knife. But there's something else coming. If anybody is watching out there. I'm not as exciting as Jen. But definitely got some interesting stuff here. Alright. So, we have the cover. This is the cover, everybody. And we have a little ad for the role-playing game. Okay. And then the rule book for any changes in the rules for the Wolf and the Rat. And I think it's the two decks in here are the Gangrel and the Nosferatu. I don't know a lot about this universe, but hey, it'll be interesting. Some cardboard things, and I'm sure Jen would be very upset if I didn't do that. All right, so... And it looks like we have fear tokens. I think those are new. But I'm not sure. And then a leader token as well. All right. And we have cardboard separators for the big box that we have over there. I think we've got 6 different houses right now. These are pretty good as far as separators go. Nothing matches. Oh, someone's calling me. Really? Someone is calling me right now? I'm going to have to hold that off. There we go. So anyway, sorry about that, everybody. These are good dividers, but nothing matches the dividers that are in nothing in Smash Up. Like if you get the big boxes in Smash Up, nothing matches that, which is weird because it's an AEG product, Smash Up, and those are great dividers. But when you play Thunderstone, the dividers are okay. And then you look at like the Edge of Darkness box, and there's no organizational ability in there. Anyway, that's just another topic for another day. I'm sure we didn't get really nice dividers in Thunderstone because the Kickstarter didn't reach that level yet. I have some cards here. So let's take a look at some of these here. Go ahead and ask me any question you want while I'm opening my board games. That's why I'm here. Nice Q&A time. I'm going to check on the chat and YouTube. Probably nothing. It's just more of Jen stalking me. I wish she'd leave me alone. I'm kidding. So just as an idea, we've got some artwork here. I'm trying not to get the glare. Some fancy artwork. Like I said, I'm working between two cameras. And these are all like the different vampires you can have throughout the game. These are the gangrel, and then here's like you have a special little haven where you can where you gather a lot of your stuff. It's kind of like your safe house. Look, we even have a little ginger jerk. The ginger jerk might show up. Depends on how hungry he is. That's why I'm doing this now instead of like 7:30 when they would be really meowing up a storm up here. So yeah, we got a lot of the standard actions. We have attacks, you know, with things like feral claws. Over here. Actually, if you're ever interested in figuring out if this is a game you'd like, Renegade did put out a video on YouTube on how to play, and just watching that will tell you whether or not it's something you want to get into. But that looks like it is the Gangrel deck. Let's open the other one here. This is the Nosferatu deck. Who would have called me? I don't know. For those on Instagram, how's the sound? I'm trying to attach a different microphone there instead of the actual microphone on my phone. And then just let me know how it's going. People on YouTube, I'm using the same microphone as I usually do. So we have General Flint. This is one of the Nosferatu guys. This is a game where you have two separate decks of cards. You have your coterie of vampires, and then you have your regular deck. And they have the sewers as their haven. Like I said, I know very little about the world building here in World of Darkness. It's got some interesting artwork. Bad reflection. Bad reflection. But yeah, really neat. Love more content that they can produce for this. It's gotten to the point too, kind of like with the Ashes thing, where they've given you a bunch of cards, but you don't really need a deck build because they've made so many starter decks. I don't know if I'd ever want to play outside of a starter deck. Jen and I have a great time with it. So, all right, so we have some extra cards that can be deck built here. Some extra and more Gangrel Vampires. I'm sure extras come in because of so you could deck build. So I guess here's Crazy Cat Lady. I love that. Crazy Cat Lady. And then I'm sure that it's really that way for the purpose of seeing what else you can do. I mean, I might try to put the Crazy Cat Lady into the whole thing. So yeah, that's the Wolf and the Rat. That's all that comes in that expansion. Okay. Now the new... What am I supposed to do with this? The new expansion is Shadows and Shrouds. Shadows and Shrouds. So let's see here. Don't know why I'm so gentle with the box, because I'm just going to throw it out like that. Once again, we have ads for... This is the actual base box of Rivals with the RPG on the back. So that's trash. More rules. Just in case, more rules. We don't have as many tokens in here, but we do have some new tokens like this, with new rule sets, I guess, and they come out very nicely. There you go, very nicely. Okay, more dividers again, more dividers. And then we have some decks of cards. We're going to take a look at the Hecata Vampires first. Alright. Come on. I'm not going to use a knife on a small deck of cards, but I guess I could. My Exacto is downstairs, but... You watch Jen for the big knives. I do have a surprise for everybody at the end of the video, if anyone's even watching. And if no one's watching, then I get to choose. I've got 5 colors here, and I won't tell you what they're for. I've got blue, green, red, purple, and yellow. So out of those colors, tell me which one you're interested in seeing open the box from the mail. Okay. So we have Annika. Oop, wrong one for Annika. Annika. I also have a promo from the store I got it from. Portal up in Manchester, Connecticut has promos for this game. We got some more. This is Zahara. And this looks like to be very much mystical vampires. If there's any other vampires, but more of that style. Graveyard Smash. Gotta love it. The Graveyard Smash. So Necromancy. Kind of looks like Papa Midnight. All my DC fans out there. I know, I just put a giant target on my head by saying all my DC fans out there. There's some nice cards in here. Look at this card. Utter Darkness. That's all it is. Utter Darkness. Oh, well. Okay. And then we have the La Sombra Vampires. Let's see. This one was a little easier. We have Marcus here. And then I'm going to hold this up because we also have the promo. I think it's all the same. It's just the artwork is different. And then, the Tenderloin is the Haven here. Tenderloin. So yeah, some nice new cards there, and then you have, of course, the extra cards that come in here so you can deck build. These are here as well. Okay. Yeah, Jen is definitely the more popular one, everybody. Of course, on Instagram, she's got 7,000 followers. I don't. I only have 1,000. But yeah, some extra little cards here that you can add. You do not have to deck build because you have the starter decks in this game. But nice to have the option. But that's not why you're here. You're here to see me open the big box that came in the mail. What came in the mail and what's in the box? I'm not sure how many times I can say that without getting flagged for copyright. What's in the box? Well, it is a big box here. And we're going to have some fun opening this up. Just moving some stuff out of the way so I can lift up the box. So this box right here. Any thoughts? I'll give you a few minutes for the 2 or 3 people watching. What could be in this box? It's a game that we've been waiting for a while, I will tell you that. The little hint there. People have been waiting to see this one. And even some people I know had forgotten, and this is a Kickstarter, that they even backed it. So, one last call. I've got 5 colors. I've got blue, green, red, purple, and yellow. And this has to do with opening the box. Jen's got knives and swords sometimes. I think she used a sword once to open her boxes. I have something a little different. And I'm going to give you a few more seconds. Ask me a question, or I'll make up questions that nobody's asking me. Go ahead. I'm here. I'm hourly. No takers on the colors? No? Alright. I'll have to choose one, and I'm always going to choose the same one. So, I have a special knife. Oy. So, let's see here. Some of you may have seen that. Oh, goodness. Alright. Big knife. Jen says big knife. I think she had to go to her, either on her break or in her program. Alright. That's an odd sound. I don't know. Some of you may know the sound already, so it's really no surprise. And I got a bunch of clinking down here. So we have this big box sent to the board game librarian, because apparently she's the only one on this channel, not me. So let's open this box, shall we? The people at Disney said this would open boxes, and it's not opening the box. Let's try a different color. Let's try something a little different, because that is not opening the box. Let's go with classic blue, shall we? And then I'll actually open the box. I know it's not going to. I was just doing it for a gag. I can already see somebody thumbs downing the video because, of course it's not going to open the box. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Okay, let's see. Alright. Now let's see if this will open the box. I doubt it. Let's see. No. No luck. Alright, let's just get the knife then. Alright. Yeah, I thought it would be fun. I don't think anyone's even watching on Instagram. If anyone's watching, did Jen even leave me? I'm not supposed to do these things alone, Jen. Okay. And we've sliced that. There we go. Okay. Should have gotten a serrated blade for this. There we go. Now, if you know Jen's shtick on the Dice Tower, and kind of on our channel here, you might be able to tell already what this might be. But like I said, this is a game that I think a lot of people have been waiting a very long time for, mainly because it was a Kickstarter. I believe it kept having delay after delay, but it's finally here, and that is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Alright, this should be hitting retail sometime soon. I'm not sure what the story is. Well, I know what the story is, but I'm not sure what the game story is, if it's going to retail or not. Alright. I have gotten a chance to play this. My buddy Larry kickstarted it ages ago, he said, and was surprised to see that it finally came in. Let's take a look at some of the stuff inside. I know there's miniatures, I think, or maybe that might be a Kickstarter thing. I'm jumping the gun. It feels heavy enough, though, to have miniatures in them. Okay. There we go. Okay. Alright, so first off, I know this isn't a huge thing with many people, but I do appreciate a good solid cover. This one definitely has it. So we have that. We have the very thick, well, I say that in comparison with other games. We have a thick storybook. Plenty of scenarios and chapters. So we've got that. Then there's the Ghosts of Terrytown, which is an expansion. I think this might have been part of the Kickstarter. I don't know. At me, Internet. Tell me if it's part of the Kickstarter. Alright, then it's how to play. Read this first, even though that was underneath the chapter section. We have some punch-outs. And some of it's already falling out of my hand. So it's good punch-outs. I don't have to do the test, Jen. It's good punch-outs. Yeah, they're all pretty much falling out of here. So I'm just going to throw these to the side. We have a very thick... Whoop, things kind of going all over the place. Very thick packet of scenario tiles. Me, Internet, me, no. Okay, Jen. How am I doing, Jen? Am I doing good? I don't think I'm doing good over here. Saw earlier test. What does that mean? What test? It was wild. Oh, okay. I don't know what she's talking about anyway. Okay, so yeah, big pack of tiles. All right. A bag of bags. Always appreciated. A bag of bags. Always appreciated. This is designed by... I'm going to get their names wrong. Let's see. No, not that I'll get their names wrong. I'll order them incorrectly. Ben Pinchback and Matt Riddle. So these are the guys behind Three Sisters and Fleet the Dice game. Even if you've played Peatmonts, that's a game that really kind of went under the radar. Came out before Wingspan did, but never made the splash that Wingspan did. And we have some cards. Some tuck boxes. And then something that says, beware, with the pumpkin on it. This way. Because the camera's over there, and I keep forgetting that. It's got the pumpkin. Beware, this deck is not to be shuffled or looked through on pain of the curse of Sleepy Hollow. Well, that's fun. It is a shame that they didn't bring this out during Halloween. That would have been a lot of fun, but I understand why. You got to deliver. So we've got those. Okay. The tuck boxes. There seems to be something underneath all of that. That's what I'm heading towards. Ah, yes. Oh, yeah. There's these little player sheets. That's what's under there. Okay. Let me throw them out. Alright, so, the big thing everyone wants to see, of course. You can't have a game called The Legend of Sleepy Hollow without, and now he doesn't want to come out of the bag, out having a miniature of the Headless Horseman. There he is. I think I gotta paint this guy so that if we play it live or do a run-through, then he'll look awesome. Mini quality's okay. Not really as in depth as like CMON or a Games Workshop, but in depth enough, and that I could probably get a good paint job out of this. So that is the Headless Horseman. I'm going to hold it up to YouTube first and then to Instagram. This game has a really neat system where you see there's a separation between the base and the bottom base, and that's because it has hit point wheels. This game uses hit point wheels to show what's going on. Live chat. Oh, Jen's the only one talking to me. All right, and so we have the player miniatures as well. Same thing, decent in-depth quality. We also have the rest of the enemies. We've got like skeletons and pumpkins that walk. Because why not have pumpkins that walk? That's creepy, but anyway, it's supposed to be. We have little suns and little red discs. Because it can't all be miniatures, right? The red discs are here for the fans of games that have, cubes and discs. That's why it's here. And then we have some dice, many of which have little pumpkins on them. So that'll be fun. So that is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. The game, like I said, I remember hearing about this one back in 2017. I think was 2017. It was either that or 2018. It was on the Gen Con list. And I've been looking forward to this for a while. Like I said, got a chance to play it with my buddy Larry. And we'll let you know how it goes. I think we'll probably even end up doing a playthrough. I'm not sure if it'll be a live play, but it'll be a playthrough of the game with Jen and I. And this is a 1 to 4 player game, 30 to 120 minutes. So I would assume 30 minutes a player. What do I know? I haven't read the rule book yet. When we played it, it was about 2 hours, and that was the opening scenario. Ages 14 plus. So it's got some really neat artwork. Very what you would expect artwork of this type of game to have. So anyway, I'm going to keep this up for another few minutes if you want to ask me questions about games I've been playing recently, things going on with the channel. We were a little quiet last week, but that's mainly on me because, like I said, with my job and everything, it's getting to be tricky to keep things running. So afterwards, hopefully I'll be able to do some more content. So yeah, we'll leave it open. Ask me anything. That includes Jen. Because I know she's watching. I know she's there. We've been playing... What did we play yesterday? We played Dark Quarter. We were sent that as the prototype. If you really like Destinies and if you really like Chronicles of Crime, they meshed this together. I will say this one's a little more adult-oriented than Chronicles of Crime or Destinies. The Destinies was pretty dark when you ended the main box. Not so much the second box with its sea and sand, but the main Destinies. So you mash those two together, you get Dark Quarter. What else would I say? Well, you saw me play Dark Tower last week. I kind of am obsessed with that game. A lot of people are going to say it's just a computer game with a board attached to it. Yeah, sure. So is Mansions of Madness. So is Imperial Assault or Descent. What else have we been playing? I was going to say, where's my phone? My phone is right there as I'm streaming through Instagram. Trying to think what else we've been playing. We did our playthrough of Ashes. Been playing a lot of Lord of the Rings. We'll have the first scenario of that one out of the base box that the difficulty just jumps straight up to 7. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, excuse me. What else have we been playing? We'll be playing... Friends let us borrow Sekigahara. Sekigahara. I'm probably pronouncing that completely incorrectly. So, anyway, yep, I'm going to end this now. You've watched me open my mail long enough. And keep your eye open for content on Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Thanks for joining me. And we'll see you next time, I think. Maybe. I don't know. We'll check the chat one last time, make sure. Yeah, it was just Jen. All right. All right, everybody. See you next time.